Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Pete. You're watching Pete J. Cooper, the Model Builder, and we're going on with the Mercedes. Yes, the 300 SL Gullwing. So let's get straight into this and start this beautiful build. Remember with these, put your knife, your scalpel in there and run it around. And also when you take it off, be very careful because these edges are sharp, very sharp. We're getting the bumper out and these are the parts that we have. And the funny thing, these are metal, that's plastic. Oh, that seems to be metal as well. All right, we've got all the parts. Yes, we do. We're getting the MMs out and we're getting oil out just to put the tip of that screw in a little bit of oil. And that just helps with getting that screw in. So much easier. There you go. There's a hole there. Let's zoom you in. There's a hole there, screw hole there and a pin hole, so that helps you orientate. And I don't see that there is a difference between left and right. Just make sure that if you put that in, it comes out straight, as you can see right there. And then we go to the other side and screw that in. Just did the wobble check, which I have not done for quite some time. We do that same thing on the other side. Get one of those beautiful MM screws out and do the same thing. Dip it in a little bit of oil and screw it in. Let's put these to the side a little bit so it's easier. So we screw that in there and that's the little pin that in comes there. And it's not shaky, and that is what we have. That's the left hand side, this is the right hand side. Left. And this is into plastic, so those must be the HPs, so we don't need any oil for that. We put two screws in there on both sides of that little bracket, and that is what we have. So we had 1 and 2 in there, and they're in good. So we do the same thing on this side, and that is what we have then. Those two onto that bumper and those two brackets on the back. And the last thing we do is put those HPs screw on when that number plate goes something like that, or I should say not something but exactly like that. HP there, 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 and MMs there, and that is what we should have with those brackets in the back there. So let's put that to the side and see what we do in the next stage. The crankcase and the oil radiator is what we're doing, and we've gone to plastic bags now. I hope nothing is missing because this one was open, but we'll find out. That's why it's always good to check that what you have in the bag is that what you were supposed to get. And let's see, we've got that. We've got 4 types of screws. There we go. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Yes. So everything is complete, and I think we start with this one, like so. You push it in. Let's turn this one on because it's all black on black. And as you can see right there. And then we are putting a CP in there, which is a small and flanged screw. And remember guys, it's plastic onto plastic, so don't over tighten it. And I think we're pushing it onto that, which looks to be the right. And we're putting a MM screw in there, and we know when it's an M we put the tip of that screw in a little bit of oil, just to make it easier to screw that in. And that is what we should have with that MM screw in the middle. Then we're going to push this one onto it. It's a push to fit. So those two pillars should fit into the gaps that were there, and that is what we should have. Then we're going to that side. We're going to push this one on like so. It's hard to show, but like that, with a screw from the other side. And when that's in EP, I'll show you what it looks like, because it's in an angle and it will fall out straight away. So as you can see right there, that's in an angle, so that's what we have. So we're going to get the previous parts out, because we need a part from stage 4. I think it's this part that we, yeah, I think that is what we want. And that should be what we do. This is what we made it in an earlier stage. Remember where I stuffed that little part? And we're putting it into CM screws to keep them together. And we've got a pretty large part of the engine done. I always tend to be very careful, because I don't want to break any of these small parts there. So I suggest you do the same thing. So that is what we have. So that engine part, we put that together with what we made in the previous stage. And that's the first stage done. So we've made these parts. Thank you very much for joining me again. As you can see right in front of me here, this is what we've made, and I hope you will join me next time when I do some more on this build. I know it's a short one, it's a quarter of an hour, so it will be a nice short video, but I hope you enjoy the shorter ones, because a lot of you have been subscribing but have not been watching all my videos. So I hope you will do it when I make them a little bit shorter and a little bit quicker. So please like, subscribe, and pass it on, and watch my videos. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.